Big day, exciting day, super excited because it feels like it's been forever. It feels like it's been months. Well, because it has been months in the making, but we finally have everything that we need here. Every piece of the puzzle, everything is finally here to assemble project back to the 90s. If you're watching this episode and you haven't seen the very first episode, I'll give you like a real brief overview of what's going on here. So we wanted to do another themed project car because something that we'd really like to see Race Relentless do a lot more of in the future, especially on customer cars. These 100% ground up custom themed builds. So we decided to take our 800 RZR S and turn it into a 90s throwback tribute dirt late model car that my father-in-law raced back in the 90s, mid-90s. And it's been months between ordering all the parts for it. When we very first got this thing, it was drivable, but it really wasn't drivable. It needed some stuff, so we put all new bearings in it, all new brakes on it, new steering rack, new radiator. And then when the ideas came around to do the custom build, we started ordering OEM parts. It was missing some stuff here and there, so we ordered a bunch of OEM parts from Rocky Mountain, ordered aftermarket parts, found the wheels, built the cage, built the bumper, made all the custom panels and all that stuff. And it's just been months to bring it all together, but it's come down to today. We picked up the cage from Klein's Powder Coating, and we've been working with them for a couple years now. So they were a big part of the original back to the 90s. And when we got this thing back, I took Jamie like a little short piece of tubing, and I was like, this is the color blue that I want it to be. Picked it up, and it's like spot on, the exact color blue. And when I got it in here, I tried to pick it apart, try to find a flaw on it, and there's not one to be found. They did the wheels too, so it's like a barn find wheel that we found for like $100. We picked these wheels up. It's just a steel wheel, simulated bead lock. And they were pretty nasty, pretty rough and ugly looking. So we took them to Jamie. He did a chrome powder coat with clear on it, did the beadlock ring. But the coolest thing was he did the doors, and the door frames were steel, so I didn't want to paint them. I wanted to have them powder coated. And most of the paint for the panels and stuff was already done. So he had to match the color of powder coat with the paint that was already done. I thought that was going to be like super hard, thing to do, but Jamie was like, no problem. So we picked the doors up. Spot on, perfect match. So they're actually building a brand new facility in Toronto, Ohio right now. So, and they specialize in like power sports, motorsports, all that kind of stuff. So if you're looking to have anything like that done, check out Klein's Powder Coating. All the body panels and stuff, we got pretty lucky on this because when we first started, we were kind of like working on a budget. We were trying to make it like we were going to save as much money as we could. But then the farther along the project went, like the less I wanted to cut corners on it. So we got super lucky, and the painter, where we both work, I say we because Wes is here on the camera, and you guys have seen Wes in a bunch of other episodes, but which is kind of cool because Wes was here on the original project back to the 90s build. When you're doing a 90s build, Wes shows up, he's ready to put some stuff together. But the place where we both work, we were able to take these panels in, and we were actually going to rattle can all these panels all the panels in plastic in the very beginning. But the painter Joe stayed over past his normal work schedule like multiple times, painted all the panels for us. It saved literally like thousands of dollars, because if we would have taken all this stuff to a body shop, like we would have paid like out the butt for all this stuff. So. Big thanks to Joe and ARM for letting us like take all this stuff in here and just getting it all painted, because like the quality of this stuff would have never been like this had we went the other route. And then the graphics. So we had Darren and Jamie Hevlin from PrintySuite.com, which is pretty much like the engine behind Race Relentless clothing and the Race Relentless website. They did all of that stuff for us. They did 100% replica of all the graphics that are on Scott's race car, and they killed it. You guys will see those graphics here in a little bit. So There's only one thing left to do, man, and that is to assemble it. So we're gonna get to it. By the time we walk away today, this thing will be 100% done. Take a look at her, dude. Like the most yellow you ever seen on a RZR 800. Crazy. But took a little break because it's time to put on Wes's favorite part. I think it might be the only reason he came down here.
That's right.
It's time to fit the custom belt holder air cleaner. I ain't gonna lie, this is my favorite part too. I've been waiting all day to put this thing on too. So I'm pretty sure we gotta fit the hood scoop first. It's on, dude. You wanna do the honors? You wanna set it on?
I'll do it.
You wanna do it? You do it, dude. Set it on, switch up. Oh man. Let me get back. Let me get back.
You're back for this?
Let me get back for this. To talk on, polish it up. What's up with that, dude? Come on. Come on. Oh, man. That sets it off.
It does.
That sets it off. That does it.
Oh, dude. Look from that way.
Oh, hold on. From that. Dude. Dude, that's nuts. Nuts. I'm into it. I think maybe sink a couple rivets in that spoiler and then put the vinyl to it. The seats and stuff, I ain't worried about that right now. We put the vinyl on, this thing's gonna be done. We're close. Well, there it is. Final product, 100% complete. And I could not be happier with the way that this thing turned out. I really couldn't. We got tied up just kind of standing back, taking it all in, talking about the whole build and everything, that I didn't get a chance to close the video out while Wes was still here. So, big thanks to Wes and his wife, Mariah. They came out today just because Wes was just as excited about this project as I was, came out just to give me a hand today. And man, I really appreciate that. Before I close the video out, I want to just go through this whole thing and talk about a couple of the real fine details that I might not have got to talk a whole lot about before or mention, that really made this thing stand out, and all the things that we're super proud of, the little details on this thing. And number one being when we finished up the cage, we come back and we put the bars in the front window to give it that nostalgic late model look with the couple bars incorporated right into the cage. And then the rear bumper, we did that late model inspired rear bumper style, which is really, you don't see a whole lot of side-by-sides like that, so it was something a little bit different, and came out just great. Of course, we did the sail panels, all custom aluminum work with the sail panels, with the roof, and then with the pillar posts, and just really set this thing off, give it something a little bit different look to it. And then of course, my favorite part, Wes's favorite part, the spare belt carrier in the shape of the K&N air cleaner with the purple outerwears on there. So it's really gave this thing a signature look. And then it was kind of a last minute thing, but we decided to throw the clear spoiler up on top of the roof, so we had a place to put the Peltz Bowers Racing sticker on there. So just a couple of the little small details that we put on this thing to really tie the theme all together. As excited as I am to stand back and look at it and see it 100% finished, I'm even more excited to see Scott's reaction whenever he sees it, because like I said, he has no idea that this thing he has no idea about any of this. So really excited to see his reaction to it. And as soon as we get the perfect day and all that, we will do that. So that's pretty much going to do it for episode number 2 of Project Back to the 90s. So thanks for watching. As always, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so, and keep your eye on the Race Relentless website, www.racerelentlessproducts.com, as we have some brand new merch about to drop that goes right along with this project sitting behind me. So trust me, it's pretty cool. You're not going to want to miss it. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Later.